Hi, it's good to see you again. Today I will be sharing with you a tutorial that can be found in my series of premium courses. Premium courses are courses that you can subscribe to on my website that will teach you weekly video lessons of everything and anything about photography. The subscription lasts a whole year and we're having a tremendous promo now. Instead of $120 per year, it is now only $25 for the whole year. The reason is because we want you to stay home away from COVID-19 and learn new skill. So today's lesson is how to shoot smoke commercial quality.
Action!
Hi, in this series of lessons, we'll learn how to shoot smoke. Shooting smoke is pretty interesting and fun, and it builds the skill. As such, there will be a few lessons here that ranges from basic right up to very advanced techniques that teaches you how you can light up smoke, how you can generate smoke, and then how you can add colors to the smoke, how you can actually shoot them in chroma green, extract them, and then from that, you're gonna get smoke which you're gonna plant into another image. Digital imaging, commercial stuff. Let's get started with the first video. Now before we dive into setting up the whole shoot, let me go through the things that you need. You need your camera, you need a 50mm or any prime lens, you need to have 2 flashes, you need to have 2 light stands, you need to have 2 mounting boards, black on one side, white on the other. You need to have some wood chips, a lighter, and perhaps a brush to brush away any imperfection, and an incense burner. This is my oud burner. You must be wondering what oud is. Go Google this. Pretty interesting stuff. Now, you notice I've got one flash turned on here at the back. Here's the trick. Off this first. We don't need it first. And then my camera. Let's go through the setting. Let's understand what we're going to shoot. We're shooting smoke trail. So I presume the color of the smoke would be either white or gray, which means that to be able to see the smoke, I cannot use white background, which means that the background needs to be black as I can get. So let's go through this. What settings on my camera that can make the background and everything else completely black? Low ISO, correct. So I'm going to use an ISO of 100. That's the lowest I can go. And shutter speed, the highest you can. In my case is 200 because we're going to trigger a flash remotely. Anything above 200 is going to break the sync. And what is the highest f number I can go to make everything look dark? It's f11 or f16. So I'm going to choose f16 because my maximum f number would be 22. Always go one stop down, so f16. Now with the flash off, I'm going to come to the front, squat down, sit down, focus here without any smoke and see whether I get it completely black. I'm going to pop up this flash just in case, to be fair. So this flash is going to trigger that flash, so we need to set this to manual power at the lowest with this at S1 mode later. So if you haven't watched this tutorial, the S1 and S2 mode of optical trigger, please head on there first, watch that before you proceed with this tutorial. Let's take a previous shot. So I'm going to focus right here. There's a small little hole that will allow all the smoke to come out. So I'm going to focus here. And you notice that I have a habit of closing my hot shoe flash a little bit. Don't too close. Otherwise, this will not trigger. It won't see the spark, it won't trigger. So I'm going to let it breathe a little bit. That way I won't get a specular highlight reflected off the very shiny oud burner. So that flash is off. Focus just right here. Take a shot. Excellent. Completely black. Go to your histogram and you should see one line on the extreme left. Remember we learned in the previous lesson, if you want completely white, you should go to the right one line. This is one line to the extreme left. This is a great shot. So with the pre-visualization shot, I know I got the setting on my camera correct. It's time to go to the back and turn on that one flash coming from the back. So remember the 4 rules of when you need backlight. Whenever you shoot glass, light should come from the back. Whenever you shoot water, light should come from the back. Whenever you shoot smoke, light from the back. And whenever you need rim light, light from the back. So, heading on here and turn this on. The zoom is 200. And I wouldn't know what power to use, so I would set it at 1/8, midway. Turn on as 1 mode. So I'm gonna push this right very close to my wood burner. It is this close now. Remember, the further the light, the bigger the coverage. As I move the light further away, it's gonna spray light bigger. It's just like, think of it as you spraying water in your garden. Right, so the nearer it is, it's gonna spray less light. Good. We just learned something today. And I think it's time we get some smoke now. So very simple. I'm just gonna take some of these wood shavings. So I'm gonna burn this and start having smoke coming out. You rarely can focus on smoke. So I'm gonna focus where I can see smoke coming out. That's about here at the wood burner. Focus, recompose, take that shot. Wow! Look at it. I now suspect that my flash may be a little bit too bright, but it's okay. Go to a histogram and check. So these are all the black background. Because the smoke is so small, you can barely see it registered on your histogram. But we have one problem. The problem is that you only see smoke. We don't see an outline of the container. So I can't see the outline of this wood burner. So I was thinking we should add a flash here. So I'm going to put one more flash here and turn this on. So I'm now thinking, this is about 1/8, which I thought was a bit too bright. So I'm going to bring this power down, one stop down, 1/8, one stop down, 1/16. Turning the dial anti-clockwise is going to make the flash go darker. So I'm going to put one here. If this is 1/16, getting so much of smoke, so my zoom is going to be the same. Perhaps I should go one stop lower than 1/16. So the power would be 1/32. Turn on your S1 mode as well. So I'm going to do this now. Let's see how well we get now. So we have two flashes. This one to light up the smoke. This one to get a rim light. Remember, we wanted an outline. I cannot hit a flash from the front. If I do that, you're going to see specular highlight shining. Looking like this. Not a very good thing. Come to the front. Focus. Boom. Pretty good. But you notice this is one of the biggest problems that you have when you fire a bare flash onto anything that is shiny and glossy. Anything that is shiny and glossy is going to return you that light perfectly, especially the core of the flash. The core of the flash is going to create a very hard specular highlight. If you zoom in, you will notice that it's exactly the shape of that flash. So the problem is because that this flash is small. So it is this second part that I'm going to show you how you can tame this specular highlight. Get a mounting board like this. These are just paper cardboard. Black on one side, white on the other. Make a hole here. This is about 4 centimeters. You can do a few different sizes with a few different boards. Clamp this to my light stand. I'm gonna know exactly where to have this. So this would be a great place to clamp this. So I'm gonna clamp the bottom. And I'm gonna come to the top and clamp this as well. Now this is something I want to show you. Put this as close as you can to the wood burner. And then take the same flash and position this here directly through the hole. Use one eye, close this so you can see this. So I'm going to show you something cool first. I'm going to put it as near as I can first. Great. I'm going to go to the front and see the effect now. Not going to even light up the smoke first. Let's do a previous. You notice the big difference now is that the fall off is kind of cool now. But you still see that flash specular highlight. This happens because your flash is near. So here's the thing that you want to learn to do today. Have this here, which is about 1 feet, and drag this flash as far as you can, maintaining a straight line of sight, light travel straight. You know what, I'm just going to increase this a little bit, 1/4. Excellent. Exactly the kind of fall off without that specular highlight. But hey, be warned, even though you drag the flash to the back away from the hole, you may still get specular highlight like this in this picture on the left here. Well, the trick to overcome this is to turn your flash a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, not hitting the hole directly, and you will end up with shots like this, where there's no specular highlight. What's left now is to add some wood shavings. Back up a little bit, and wow! So when you do this shoot on your own and you can't see the smoke, you can actually put a black cardboard at the back and it's easier for you to see the smoke if you want to focus. You can actually focus on the smoke if the smoke is actually strong enough. Great, I hope you enjoyed yourself with the tutorial that can be found in our premium courses. The premium courses offer valid until the 30th of April. After that, the price will no longer be $25 per month. Oh hey, apart from our premium courses offer, there's also this e-learning series called the e-learning of photography for online business. It's also undergoing a promo now. It's under pre-registration. It will be open with lessons soon. So during this time, if you sign up, you're going to save money now. So take this opportunity now, subscribe to it, and as usual, stay home, stay safe, and keep learning. I'll see you soon.